Welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome to the Mosier Engineering Spring Fling Million. For many of you, this is a familiar feeling. For others, it's a first. And while this entire week will be amazing, an experience that will last a lifetime, ultimately, there's a reason that most of us are here. I want you to humor me for just a moment. I want you to close your eyes and allow yourself to sink into, to imagine what it's going to feel like here on Friday morning. Soak in that energy. Because if you know, you know. You can say it's just another race all you want. And yet, you know. $1 Million Day, it's just different. There is an electricity in the air. There is an intensity in your gut. It's largely unspoken. You're surrounded by professionals. We all know what we signed up for. But make no mistake, it's here. And you are not the only one feeling it. With that excitement, with that electricity, there is an inherent pressure to perform. The stakes are high, sure, but what might be even more intriguing to the competitor in all of us is this unique opportunity to test our skills against the best racers the world has to offer. Embrace this moment as just that, an opportunity. You belong here. When you roll into the water for round one, you see the mountains in the distance. If you're fortunate enough to make that left turn beside the tower for round 6 and see so many of your fellow racers standing on the fence, eliminated, but waiting with bated breath. Because, let's be honest, no one leaves the million before it's over. I'm not going to tell you that in that moment, your heart won't be beating out of your chest. It will. I'm not going to tell you that you won't feel that nervous energy in the pit of your stomach. I will tell you this, embrace that feeling. It does not come every day. It's not rooted in fear. It's not rooted in trepidation. No, those butterflies in your gut, do you know what they mean? They mean that you care. And if you didn't care, you wouldn't be here in the first place. You've done the work necessary to succeed at this level. Trust yourself to execute to the best of your immense ability. Find confidence in the fact that you have worked, thought, studied, trained as hard or harder than anyone in competition at this moment. You are prepared, you are ready. These are the moments that make the grind worthwhile. You have trained yourself so that now, on the biggest stage, you can trust yourself. Focus on your strengths, execute them to the best of your ability. It's natural to think that on this stage, against this immense level of competition, that we have to be superhuman to succeed. Only, that's not accurate. Race within your comfort zone. We're all familiar with the stakes. This promises to be the richest spring fling million ever. The consequences of winning today, pretty monumental. For most of us, winning today's event, it would be a life-changing experience. But not winning today's event, it's not as devastating as we often think in the moment. Sure, a loss in the big show, it stings. It stings more than normal. But we'll wake up tomorrow, we'll resume everyday life, and if we're honest, we're in Las Vegas, driving a race car for the better part of a week. If we're honest with ourselves, our life is pretty good. I want to encourage each of you, take a moment in the heat of battle. Take a moment to soak in the scene. You've got the mountains in front of you, a beautiful backdrop to an incredible facility. You're surrounded by the energy of hundreds of racers striving for that same goal, creating an atmosphere that is as electric as any that our sport has to offer. Give yourself a moment, maybe at the ready line. Maybe it's as you pull into the water box. Perhaps it's right before you pre-stage. Take a look around. Breathe this in. This is what it's all about. The approach today with your best effort, your best attitude. Practice optimism on purpose. Well, that doesn't mean that you're going to be perfect. Listen, there have been 7 winners in the history of this event, and not one has been 000 for 9 consecutive rounds to do it. In fact, no one's been 00 anything for 9 straight rounds to do it, because we don't play a game of perfect. So don't expect perfection within yourself. And don't allow your inability to be perfect to derail you from your ability to be the best that you can be. Strive to underreact in the moment. You have earned the right to be confident. And if we're honest, while it may not feel like it in the moment, in the big picture, you've got very little to lose. Keep that in perspective and enjoy one of the best days that our sport has to offer.